one thing I can talk about one dogma that teachers can make leaders. But whether leaders can make teachers, people think that a duty of a leader is to instruct others to do some works. No, absolutely not. That teacher can be very fast a good leader. So when we talk about leadership, particularly, and when we talk about the school's leadership, so a leader in a school, so maybe in the form of principal, particularly head of the institution, or we talk about headmaster in CBSE, which just tell principal, or ICSE, we tell principal, but other even the states actually they tell headmaster, the head of the institution. But basically, we all are teachers. So one thing I can talk about one dogma that teachers can make leaders, but whether leaders can make teachers, so there is the question mark. But when we talk about that leaders can make leaders or not, definitely actually leaders are channelizing their leadership to the next generation, to their colleagues. So who wants to be a leader, definitely there are certain characteristics, certain responsibilities are there, as well as when we are talking about designation, we have certain responsibilities. It's not that power we are having, we are having certain responsibilities and duties to perform. You have to remember. But when we talk about the school, when the school is a platform, everybody must know that if there is no student, there is no teacher at all. Forget about principal. So our main stakeholders are students. And definitely when we talk about an expansion, in expanding way rather, then parents, then in staff members. So if triangular basis we are going for, then we are having students, teachers, and parents, the main stakeholders of any educational institution. So now I want to ask one question to you all, those who are there, you can reply in chat box. So the first question is there, what makes a good leader according to you? So let me get the answer from the participants, from the teachers, and definitely I hope that certain designated persons are there also. So maybe coordinators of schools, or maybe vice principal, principal also. So what according to you actually
Yeah,
makes a good
Deepika
leader?
says, yeah, Deepika says proper communication. Swati says those who are humble and lead by example. Good orator,
Fine.
managing skills. A person who has the ability by example and understanding in nature, well educated, get along with people. Those who takes responsibility, vision, those who can understand the different mindsets and act accordingly,
It's fine, absolutely fine.
know the pulse of people, believe in teamwork,
Fine.
ability to coordinate, empathy, leadership quality.
So very nice answers we have got now at present. So I have also learned so many things, and definitely different perspectives are there. So my point is there, when we talk about leader, it means leader who can lead, correct? Like teacher who can teach. So when we use the verb, and then afterwards when we come into the action, so who can lead? So lead means here who can lead properly. The basic quality of a leader is that the particular leader knows how to lead. Lead in the sense, when you talk about leading means in front, somebody will be there showing an example first. Normally what we see that leader instructs, When we talk about leadership, people think that a duty of a leader is to instruct others to do some works. No, absolutely not. So a leader has to show first what we are going to do, what we are supposed to do. Suppose a task is given, and when we talk about a team, when a team works, it means there if we make one person a team leader, the team leader has to show first what exactly the task is given, what is the importance of the task, and what we are supposed to do. Then execution. If leader doesn't know what to do, when to do, how to do, and definitely what to do and why to do so, a leader can't be a leader. So similarly, then when talk about what to do, a leader must have that knowledge. Okay. If the leader knows how to do, means that skills the leader must have. When to do, it means the leader must have the conception of a proper timing, because everything is time bound. A day means when you are getting 24 hours, it cannot be 25 hours. So already when time is fixed, out of that, we have to make a scheduled time for each and everything. So leader must know also when to do it, means a thing is time bound. So similarly, the leader must know the place where it is executed, where to do. So this much quality, when we talk about, rather these many qualities together, a leader must have. But before that, a leader must be a good learner. A leader must be a good listener too. So leader can be good orator, definitely. Leader can be a good speaker. It's okay, fine. People will be charmed to listen to that leader. But if leader doesn't listen to others, then when work is concerned, when other people are doing something, that cannot be executed properly. So leader must be a good listener. It doesn't mean that whoever is telling something that has to be listened to and then has to be executed. No. First, leaders' responsibility is there towards the work, means leader must choose whoever is speaking, leader will listen, and afterwards it is in leader's hand that what to be executed. So when a decision is going to be made, means leader when acts like a decision maker. So once the decision is taken, the leader must think that he cannot take back the decision immediately. Yes, certain times it is possible. It's okay, fine. Suppose our decision is wrong, we are rectifying that. But normally, when a decision is thrown, decision has been taken. So again, taking back the decision, it actually doesn't give a proper fruit. Sometimes it becomes very means what I can say that useless, and certain people will give a question mark that if a leader cannot take the decision properly, then how can the person become a leader? Now, when a leader takes the decision and throws the decision from top to bottom, certain cases the decision may be autocratic decision also. So when we talk about leaders, we may get certain autocrats in that. But here, actually, you have to show the difference between boss and leader. Now, boss versus leader. When we talk leader, we are not talking about the boss. What is the difference between boss and leader? Let us actually come to know first. Boss. A boss manages their employees while a leader inspires them to innovate, think creatively, and strive for perfection. So, first difference is there. A boss is actually working as a manager. Definitely, a leader also must be a good manager, but it doesn't mean that leader is only a manager. So, leader inspires the employees, the co-workers rather to say. Actually, we use two terms. Some leaders they use the term that they are subordinates. This particular word is in it not fit for the leadership. We never say subordinates who are working under us. They are all co-workers. So you understand the mentality of this leader when they use also certain words. If we speak like that, if we think that they are our subordinates, means you are proving yourself as a boss. If you say that they are co-workers, you are proving yourself as a leader. Very simple terminology can make a differentiation. Boss. A boss is an individual who is in the charge of the employee or an organization. A leader is an individual who possesses the ability to influence and inspire others towards the accomplishment of goals. So we talk about who possesses the ability to influence and inspire others. But it doesn't mean that only inspiring or influencing others will work. That's why I told first time the leader has to show how to work, how to do. Because when people will stuck in certain situation, when the co-workers will feel that this is not possible for me to do, to execute, to whom the person will go? The person will go to the leader. So leader is just like an umbrella. So under this umbrella, other people are there. So the leader is giving shelter to all the people. Not only that, when work execution is there, the leader is helping others to do. Yes, we have distributed the work. Work distribution is very important. But whoever is getting the opportunity or the responsibility to do the work, there the leader must know that if the person fails to do that, I am there, I am responsible to execute this work. So that should be the quality of a leader. It's not that if I tell, okay, I'm inspiring others to do the work, it's fine. It's my duty is fulfilled, my duty is finished. Not at all. If anyone surrenders, anyone tells that I'm sorry, I can't do it, please help me to do, leader must come forward, come to show that how the work should be done. So a leader must be all-rounder. Now, when I talk about the difference between boss and leader, boss drives employees, depends on authority, inspires fear, and says I. This I particularly, sometimes it becomes very dangerous. So in organization, we must transform I to we. I'm coming to that point of the leaders. Boss places blame for the breakdowns, knows how it is done, uses people, take credit, commands, and says go. Now come to the employee level. When a boss is treating like that, firstly, what will be there for the employees? For example, in a school, a principal is the boss, then what will be about the teachers and even non-teaching staff also? Sorry. All the time they will have a fear. See, if a capability is there, if efficiency is there, the person will do the work, definitely. So no fear is there. We have to see the efficiency level, definitely. But how efficiency will come? The person here, the teacher must get certain values when a teacher is working for the organization, for the school, for the institution. So what values are input there, automatically the output will come. So in that sense, the teacher must get free hand to do certain work, and a leader must observe it, must monitor it, must help to do if anything is wrong. Rather, when all the people in a team, all the team members do all the work, it's like all the flowers are tied in a garland. A garland is made. So that's why here a leader coaches employees, depends on goodwill, generates enthusiasm, says we. So when a boss says I, it automatically changes and transforms, says we. Fixes the breakdowns, Okay, fine. If something happens, see, suppose a teacher has done something wrong, a mistake, a blunder. Okay, fine. Possibility is there to do, because without mistakes we cannot do any work. So from our mistakes we learn. If we don't do any mistakes, it means we don't do any work. Do remember that. But my point is there, we should not go for repeated mistakes. If same mistake is done all the time, then problem definitely occurs. The question of efficiency is coming. So no repeated mistakes. Yes, mistake will be done. And certain cases, school has certain problem due to the mistake or blunder of any teacher. So what the principal is supposed to do, what the leader is supposed to do, whether the leader or principal will throw the teacher out of the school, or suppose the parents are coming, parents are very much aggressive. So the teacher has to face the parents in that aggressive manner. If parents are attacking the teacher, whether the principal or leader will see that, chalo, let me enjoy because it is not coming to me. Is it a duty of leader? No. The leader has to protect, the principal has to protect the teacher. So there, internally that teacher can be scolded by principal, but outside the image of the teacher should not be broken down, because the teacher's image means a school's image. So the internal part and external part, the leader has to take care. So it is not that I will throw you just in the form of any lion or tiger. Chalo, let me throw and let me enjoy. So our duty as a leader is to see that if any problem occurs, ultimately the solution has to be found out, because we are problem solvers. Problems will occur, problems actually will be there in life, but we have to go for a solution. A leader always gives a good solution, a proper solution, shows how it is done. And another word, the credit, it is not that the leader takes all the time the credits that, okay, I have done that. Automatically, credit will come to the leader. See, when the school gets any prize, gets any award, definitely name of the principal will be uttered there. But point is that if principal only thinks it is my award, I have got it, as the name of the school will come or not, I don't bother, this is secondary. The leader is absolutely wrong. Again, the bossism is there. And here says, let's go. It means together. There is a saying, if you go alone, you can go so fast even. But if you go together, you can walk further, far. So fast and far, there is a difference. You need to go fast or you need to go far. So it's a continuous process. So that's why we must understand, if we want to be a good leader, we must understand what is the leadership. We should not have that bossism. Boss means certain egos. Leader means certain ethics. So please do remember that this is required. This is basic quality of a leader. Now, top three qualities of a good leader. So there are many qualities. Actually, as per my opinion, certain things I have put out, I have actually made the PPT. So enormous actually qualities will be there, and it changes also time to time. 50 years back, what leadership was there, now leadership has been changed also. Nowadays, if you see, look at the students, particularly in adolescent period, even you look about the grown-up people, look about the adults. So even with teachers, so those who are adult, those who are matured, actually normally you know what happens nowadays. We are becoming so much sensitive. We are becoming so much sentimental. A small issue, it hits us, it strikes us, it disappoints us, it hurts us. So nowadays, this sentiment graph is so high. The level is becoming high. We are becoming so much sensitive. So that's why nowadays, actually, it is not now, almost 10 years back, 10 to 15 years back, Supreme Court has given that order, no? corporal punishment is strictly prohibited. Because of that, the children are so much sensitive. So earlier in our time, when we were school children, we didn't have that much sentiment. Okay, teacher has scolded, doesn't matter. Teacher has beaten, doesn't matter. Even the teacher was scolded by the principal, doesn't matter. Chalo, by the headmaster, it's okay. Fine. But nowadays, people are becoming so much sentimental. They can take any adverse decision, any adverse situation may come, even we can't imagine. With a fraction of second, a life can also go. So when we talk about qualities of a good leader, we have to think about the time, the present scenario in 21st century. So that's why we talk about 21st century skills. So what is required? Ability to communicate objectives and tough conversation. It's important that a manager, when I'm talking about leader, a manager, so because good management skills we have to acquire. That's why the term is used as a manager here. So it's important that a manager is be able to convey the points neutrally, clearly, and concisely, especially when a tough conversation are part of it. See, again, we talk about the qualities. Firstly, a leader should be impartial, unbiased. This is a very tough quality. Actually, execution is very, very difficult. Somehow, by saying it's okay, fine, in theory, it's okay. In practical time, it's very difficult. If I say I'm impartial and afterwards you are doing certain personality and favorism, you are biased to somebody, then reflection is coming wrong. So what you are saying and what you are doing are completely wrong. It's reverse. So becoming impartial, rather being an impartial person, is a must for a leader. This quality a leader has to acquire. This quality the leader has to obtain rather. Another one thing, three things are there actually which needs and leads to success. The key points are there for the leaders. It's not for the leaders only, it's for all. The three P, we say three: purity, patience, and perseverance. Swami Vivekananda said that purity, patience, and perseverance are three keys to success. So you must be pure. Pure in the sense you must be honest enough. You must be sincere. You must be dedicated to that work. And you must have a patience, particularly for the leader. It is actually required for the teacher. See, a teacher is also a leader for the students. A teacher is a role model. It is not that only principal is a leader in the school. So here leadership is there for everyone. In certain phrase is there for the leadership for each and every one. When to do it, to implement it. So here, when we are leading, we must have patience, we must have purity, and we must have perseverance. Consistency, then it will be there, and it leads to the success. This is very much required. So certain qualities are required. It is not that we should go for only following rigid instruction of a leader. The work is there for the leader to go for a research. We said that it is RDD theory. Leaders should go with a research, leaders should go with design, and leaders should go for development. These three RDD, very important. This I'm telling the abbreviation of that. Here RDD means research. So action research must go on, then design, and then develop. This is the quality of a leader. Now, strong work ethic. One thing all good managers or leaders have in common is a healthy work ethic that places value on working hard and working with the team to perform at their best. So when a team performs, definitely captain will perform. But certain cases, you see the cricket match, football match, the captain is not all time a good scorer. Captain plays there, captain makes other plays. Like in cricket, captain may be a bowler, captain may be a batsman. So it is not that all the time captain goes for century or captain takes 5 wickets or even a captain doesn't get any wicket. Doesn't matter. If a team wins, credit goes to captain also, along with the team. So it is duty of the captain or the leader to make others play. It means in the school, it is duty of the principal to make the teachers work, because ultimately for that organization, for the institution, the teachers are the backbone of the institution. So you cannot ignore anyone here. But main point is there, if the teachers are lavishly spending the time, teachers are reluctant enough, teachers are not doing the duties properly, is the duty of a principal or a leader to show them the right path to do. Yes, that time there may be a little bit strict action taken for the sake of school. For the sake of organization, there is a saying, a smaller thing must be sacrificed for the bigger cause. A school is a bigger cause. An individual is a smaller cause. So here individual can be sacrificed for the organization or institution. So rather, we are actually on a track, like a leader is an engine, and all other people, co-workers are like compartment. So if any compartment is derailed, then problem will be there. So we have to go on a track. A track has to be ready. Leader must see that the train is on the track, it is not derailed. So all the compartments, it may be 60 compartments, suppose it's a goods train, it may be 80 compartments. It may be passenger train, suppose it's a small school, you are having 20 teachers or 20 staff members, so it's a small train, whatever may be. Or it's a goods train, maybe 80 compartments are there. It's a big school, you have 80 teachers, 100 teachers, but all should be in a proper track. So on the track, when it runs and it goes there on the track, and it doesn't go here and there out of that, if by chance it goes out, it means it is derailed, accident happens. So here you have to work as a mechanic, you have to repair it and bring it back on the track. This is the duty of a leader. A goal or result oriented, yes. It is not that only telling it will happen. By saying we can do everything, if we feel that, no, absolutely wrong. Our words cannot prove anything. Our deeds will prove. So good managers or leaders can see smart goals, plan and create strategies to meet those goals, moving the team towards winning and overcoming obstacles. So winning is not possible all the time. Definitely, see, if we don't taste the essence of losing, the essence of loss, actually the taste is not that much good of winning or of victory. So sometimes if we want to get a better taste of winning, we must get a bitter taste of failure also, or losing also. That is required. So because it is correlated, connected. So all the times we cannot win. Sometimes that's why another proverb is there, failure is the pillar of the success. But it's not actually the meaning. Somehow if we take in a different way, that if failure is the pillar of the success, why don't we fail every time? No, every time if you fail, that you are not coming to the success level. Is that actually the message is given that certain negative things also we have to take in a positive vibe. So yes, if you fail, fine, you learn from that, you experience. If you win, you gain it. And if you lose, it means you are gaining experience. So that is required. Now, if you need someone to help, hiring, we are here for you. That actually meaning should be there for the people, those who are having this type of qualities of a good leadership. I hope any organization can run nicely, or any organization can run very smoothly. Now, next point is very important here, the comfort zone. We have to come out from the comfort zone. Then only the progress is possible. So when we are in a comfort zone and we are doing same type of work, but what we know, what we have, yes. So definitely we may be master of one thing, but here actually it's required That proverb has been changed now. Jack of all trades, master of none. It has been changed into Jack of all trades, master of one. So you must be master of one, but certain things you must know. So everywhere, if your contribution is there a little bit, it means you have to come out from your comfort zone and then only progress or success is possible. So here see the two parameters we have given here, the zone has been given. Here is the comfort zone and the progress is small. The comfort zone, if it is bigger, then progress will be smaller. If comfort zone is smaller, definitely the progress will be bigger because you are coming out from comfort zone and you are doing something for the betterment. Why it will be bigger in progress? So you may fail also, but afterwards you will succeed. You will see that your skills are developed, your improvement is there day by day, and coming out of the comfort zone when you work in this comfort zone and then you get success, you will be happier one. Rather, you will be so like that. No, sometimes we invent something or discover something, we say eureka. So it means that out of the comfort zone, when you come and you do something, confidence level will be gained like anything. So the basic difference here also, the leader and other people, that confidence level. A leader must be confident one. Two things are very important for the leaders. This, according to me, is by my opinion, I'm telling. So it makes a difference. Two things. One is confidence, another is presence of mind. It's very important. Presence of mind, if it is not there, no solution can be done in a proper way. So instant solution, if you need, you must have a presence of mind and that confidence level because it will work 50% of your task. The confidence doesn't mean overconfidence. Please remember that there is a difference between confidence and overconfidence. And over is not good. It should be a balanced one. Now, see here, what type of decision we are taking, what we are deciding to do. You get a limited amount of energy every day. Fine. So when you get a limited amount of energy every day, you decide how you use it. Hey, work, exercise, family, and fun. These all four things are there, items are there, day-to-day life. If only work is there, no, you are gone. No one can do all the works only and nothing else. Cannot sustain. Not possible. Can't survive even. So you need to have work. You need to do certain exercise. Definitely family will be there. Family doesn't mean only that you have a wife or husband or son or daughter. Family in expansion way, you have mother, father, brother, sister, all. So certain family members are there. Either means if a person is only even a nun or saint or sage, if you talk about that, they also have extended family. They work for organization. And definitely you must have fun also. Fun time is required. That is for your relaxation time. Now you have to decide. So how balance you can make. So what type of balance is required? So if work you are giving more importance, then how much importance you are giving to your family for fun, for exercise, all these things you have to decide. See, certain days you have to work, that parameter will be little high. Suppose you are having holidays, that time you are giving time to your family. So there also this parameter will be high. Day you are working, in evening time you are having fun with your friends, that's okay. So you are cracking jokes and all these things. You are listening to the music. Sometimes you are dancing, you are singing, you are traveling. So all this fun, what you are doing, so that your work time and this time you have to shift. You have to know how to shift the timing. So I always believe a person must know, and definitely it's a again a quality of a leader, how to switch off, how to switch on, and how to switch over. So when to switch off, when to switch on, and when to switch over. Suppose you are in a party mood, evening time. You are having a party with your colleagues even. Doesn't matter. Very next day, in your workplace, when students are coming, particularly in the school, when teachers are there. So that time, if you remember, okay, yesterday night, we danced a lot. We enjoyed a lot. We made fun. Let us do in the school now, in morning time, in the class itself. No. So you have to switch over from that. So this balance of work, exercise, family, and fun must be there for each and everyone, and it must be there with the leader. Now, yes, see, bad leaders believe their team works for them. Once again, I repeat, bad leaders believe their team works for them. Always bad leaders feel that team should work for them. Means if I am a bad leader, I will think my team will work for me. Great leaders believe they work for their team. A leader should work for his or her team. So that's the difference between bad leader and great leader. Bad leader in the sense who thinks that other people work for him or her. But great leaders will always think that he or she should work for others, for the team particularly. Here for the team means for the school. So principal should work for the school here. And if principal thinks that all teachers and non-teaching staff will work for him or her, then absolutely you can see the result of the school as well as the reputation of the school, because it cannot last long. For long lasting, these things are required. Next, now my advice to people would be critical thinking, learn skills, because learning is required. We must learn learning skills, learn your EQ. So that emotional quotient, we know that intelligent quotient, IQ, SQ, social quotient. See, these quotients are very important. Learn how to be good in a meeting, how to communicate. This is very much required. The communication actually it takes a lot of time because we are having also time constraint. Almost it is going to be 7. So 40 minutes time has been given. So I've crossed the time. I'll very quickly finish it. But thing is that we must know how to communicate, how to write even. Your writing is also very much important. What you are communicating through writing. And then you will have plenty of jobs. Plenty of jobs means plenty of works here you are getting. The importance of a good leader, already I told, achieves organizational goals, enhances decision making, facilitates coordination, mitigates risks, improves resource utilization, promotes innovation, ensures employee satisfaction. One thing, a quality again of a leader, it should be utility of the availability. See, if the leader thinks that this is not available, that is not available, suppose in a school, if principal thinks that it is not available, how can I run the school? How can I do? So this is required. Then when you are going to do this work, so what is available with you? Do it that. Utility, the best utility of the availability is required. Scope of a good leader. What scopes are there? Innovation and change management, decision making, controlling, directing, staffing, organizing, and planning. So all these things, this is the good scope of a leader. See, nobody is the born leader. So we tell that yes, see, that actually little inborn quality is there, but we are all made. So leadership can be obtained, can be acquired, can be made. It's not that this is completely inborn quality. So we say the leaders are there, like Subhash Chandra Bose, the born leader. It's not. He's also made. He himself made him. Yes, inborn qualities are there. We cannot ignore that. But that is required to know also to learn. Because after all, we are all learners. Characteristics, already I told, again, it is people oriented, multidimensional, dynamic, intangible, goal oriented, universal, and continuous process. So it's a continuous process. Universal approach, goal oriented, intangible, dynamic, multidimensional, and people oriented. So The goal oriented as well as people oriented, with whom you are working, for what you are working.
How
Please.
difficult is it to balance curricular and activities like competitions and events in
Yeah,
school
I
such
understood.
that
Yeah.
teachers don't suffer burnout?
Okay. So at first, we must know what for we are there in the school. Is it that we are there to give bookish knowledge to the students? We are there only to make them exam oriented, only to pass in the examination. So firstly, think of that. So whenever we talk about curriculum, it's not that we are talking about syllabi or syllabus, a particular book, particular standard. Curriculum here means we are going for scholastic and co-scholastic. So in scholastic, we are going for academic side. Co-scholastic means we are going for non-academic side. Even in academic also certain competitions are there. There may be literary competitions. But actually, when we talk about co-scholastic levels, if it is not balanced, see, suppose you were teaching standard 8, standard 9, standard 10, 11, 12, and even higher class students where we feel that actually the syllabus is more, we have to complete the syllabus and all. But when board has set a curriculum, the board knows very well that we are going for holistic development of a child. It means all-round development of a child. If I go for a 360-degree evaluation for a child, we need to teach them certain co-curricular activities. So when a balanced curriculum is already made by board, see, when we follow CBSE board or ICSE board or any state board, a research-based curriculum is there. Particularly for CBSE, we have the NCERT research-based curriculum. In that, certain periods, certain hours are mentioned for completion of the syllabus. And apart from that, we must have certain CCA, co-curricular activity period there. So throughout the year, if we have 220 working days and we are having major 4 examinations, and daily when time is there, in your timetable it will reflect. You need to have a smart lesson plan, a unit plan, academic proper calendar. In a calendar, it reflects that your curricular, the co-curricular activity, scholastic and co-scholastic. So when in a period already the balance is there, you will get the time for the competition and activities. See, if you want to explore the talent of the students, only the parameter of pen and paper writing examination is not enough. And actually, this is not a wise decision to take. As an educator, it is our duty to explore the talent of the learner. Where, in which field the student is good. Whether the student is good in mathematics or in football. Whether the student is good in physics or in cricket. Whether the student is good in social science or dance. So let us see that what exactly the student has, because we are having emerging profile of the student. So you need to balance it as per making your lesson plan, your unit plan, and your timetable. A timetable is very important for school. Teachers have to follow the timetable. When timetable is prepared by the teacher or by the principal or vice principal or by the authority, that person must know how to frame the timetable. If the timetable is wrong, absolutely everything will be wrong. So already as per the syllabus, as per the curriculum, this is framed for scholastic and co-scholastic. I hope everyone can do the balance and everyone must do the balance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that question. Many teachers feel change is always top down. So, how can principals create genuine ownership among teachers when implementing new policies or pedagogical shifts?
See, in our life, actually, first thing we must know, see, when we are thrown into this world, particularly, from where we are coming, we don't know. We learn so many things. What is actually unknown to known? It is coming from, see, the theory is like that, from easy to difficult, simple to complex, that theory is there. So from known to unknown. So firstly, we must take a challenge. So if that challenge we cannot accept, we cannot do. That's why I told that comfort zone. Yeah, I've shown you, comfort zone and progress. So from that comfort zone, you have to come out. Then only progress is possible. See, until you experience your experiment, the failure or success, you cannot go for any invention or any discovery, even for innovation. That is required. So a teacher is here actually assigned. The teacher means what? We are teaching something. See, we are helping others to learn, and we are learning also. Actually, nobody is a teacher here. No one can teach anything. We are all helpers. We are helpers to learn, to make others learn. And that means we are learning also. So in that case, you have to take the challenge, take the risk. No risk, no gain. No mistake, no work. Follow that theory. And your principal must support that. Suppose the teachers are not getting any support, principal must give certain time to the teacher for execution of anything. It is not that throughout the session teacher is doing the blunder and principal is supporting that. That is not good. But a teacher must get scope to execute, to build the confidence, to take the challenge. That support is required always. That cooperation rather is required. And then definitely the confidence level is good. Automatically the work also will be good. Fine. Anything else?
Yes, sir. We have one other question from Suman Kumar. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good
How
evening,
to
sir.
deal?
How to deal with the staff who do not put efforts to the betterment of the school. Apart from lessons, there are other areas that need to deal with the development of the students. The one who is reliant and efficient will get maximum task, and others are just deals with lessons. That's it. See, when we talk about survival for the fittest, what theory is applied here? Think of that. We have two theories. I'm telling you, Eastern and Western. The Eastern theory, while live and let live, simultaneously we go for the Western theory, the global theory together. Live, let live, and survival for the fittest. Continuously, a teacher is reluctant, not doing work, not coming out from the comfort zone, can't last long. Actually, in what basis the teacher is there in the school, that actually a different task is there. I'm not going to intervene in that. Suppose a teacher is in good book of management and teacher stays there longer time without doing anything. So that type of question actually will not occur. In general, the statement I'm telling here, learning ability is required. If learning ability is not there, no learning outcome will come. So when we talk about learning outcome, you need to follow the Bloom's taxonomy. So what is there? This is applicable for the teacher also. That's why I told a teacher must be a learner first. Yes, in the school it is happening. The teachers, those who are working actually nicely, those who are putting their efforts and doing good, some tasks are given to them. This is also required. Why I'm telling you that teacher can be very fast a good leader. If I give a task to a teacher means I believe, I keep trust, I keep faith on that particular teacher and giving the task, giving the responsibility. It means that trust is there, that person, the leader is helping the teacher to become a good leader in future. So let some teachers do work relentlessly, because within 5 years the result will come. You can see the result. So that's why the sloka is very important here. Karmen nivadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phalar heturvu mate sangosta karmani. You do your work, do the task, you will get the result, and definitely a positive result you will get. Thank you.
Thank you so
Anything
much, sir,
more?
for that. We have another question from
Okay.
Nageshwara. Leader has many responsibilities. How to collaborate with the organization, stakeholders, self, family, and fun.
Okay, fine, ma'am. When I was talking about that work, and when just I hope you have seen the PPT. If you have seen the PPT, you could understand when you talk about work, exercise, family, and fun, it means what you are doing in a balanced way. See, we all are adults, and basically for the adult people, This A, actually, when you go for adult, the first letter is A. And if you talk about adolescent also, the first letter is A for both adults and adolescents. What I believe, this is my theory, my principle. Another two A's are very much required for life. This is a lesson of life, philosophy of life. The first A is adjustment. The second A is adaptability. You go for adjustment and adaptability. You can do all collaboration for the organization, stakeholders, sales, family, fun, and etc. All the things. So go for a time frame that switch off, switch on, switch over. This all theory is applicable. It is not only theory, you have to be in practice. That's why I told evening time when you make fun with your colleagues there, with your co-workers there, there you are mixing like a friend, but in the school when you are on the chair, think that you have a different responsibility. That is required. You know how to switch on, how to switch off. Because all people are having role. I am having role of a father, I'm having role of a husband, I'm having role of a teacher, I'm having role of a son even. So what role, what to play, when to play, I must know. The role what I am playing as a father, I cannot play the role as a son there with my mother. So the difference, what is there already we know in our life. Simultaneously, you have to think in organization also. The same thing will be reflected there. I hope I have answered it. Thank you.
So we'll take up one last question. Is personalized
Fine.
learning possible in the present curriculum and pedagogy? What can principals do to ensure that all students, irrespective of their intellectual abilities, are taken care of?
Okay, fine. When you talk about all students, it means if you go for individual, I feel, I believe this is actually this even the message or quotation has been given by Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. Each soul is potentially divine. So each and everyone is having talent. Our duty is to explore the talent. Now, even nowadays in 21st century, I'm telling you that certain things are in the deep root level. And I'm sorry to say, we are trying our best, but still we cannot change. Actually, the mindset of the parents, particularly, it is like that. They want their children either will be doctor or engineer. Still, in the world, if 1,000 professions are there, 10,000 professions are there, lakhs of professions are there, still they feel firstly priority is there for doctor and engineer. And I crack a joke that either your son or daughter will be doctor or engineer or go to jail. Means go to jail, apart from the joke, it's not jail or become a lawyer like that. So is that only this profession is there? They cannot go for other profession, they cannot choose the other profession. So actually one of our students, I can just give a hint of a story. One of our students actually with the class 10 board examination, afterwards he thought that oh, he cannot do anything, is a very mediocre student. Then he told in Bengali one song, actually I'm translating in English, that he will cut the grass, nothing else. He can't do anything in life. I called him in my chamber once. I told, wonderful. You're taking a profession of cutting a grass? He was astonished. That's why sir is asking like that. So said, I told, are you serious? I told, yes. I'm asking you, tell me. Sir, I was actually having fun that I sang the song of Mr. Anupam Rai. He sang that song. I told, no, you tell me whether you want to take this profession, you know who is actually the grass cutter. Have you heard about the curator who is making a pitch? Do you know the salary of a curator who is making cricket pitch? Is the main curator. They are also being cutting the grass also, no? While making the pitch. So try to change yourself there. Even you can draw, you can get salary of 5 lakhs per month, becoming a grass cutter also. Think of that ability of yours. So you think of that profession, what type of profession you can choose there. So please open all the options to your profession. If you teach a student of standard 8 just acid base metal of science, ask them or you just inform them what type of professions they can make out of that. Let your chapter be related with a real life experience. And not only today, a class 8 students, he will pass graduation after almost 8 years. So after 8 years, what type of profession will be there? You have to give a glimpse of that also. That much visionary will be there with the teacher and with the principal. See, teachers are not only teachers. Teachers are not only facilitators. Teachers are man makers. Teachers are nation builders. That's why still this profession is the noblest profession. I believe in that. That's why I'm into the profession and I'm passionate about my profession. Thank you.